What's going on, everybody? This is Durell with your motivational moment. Today, I'm going to talk about going forward. It's something that we all should be striving to do, period. Just moving forward in our own right, in our own lane. Going forward, the key thing, the one thing that is always going to happen that you can't avoid, that you really should embrace is growth. You need to grow. Everybody needs to grow in all areas, not just one, but there are some areas you need to grow more than others. So pinpoint where you want your growth to start and focus on that and start growing. That's what you want to do. You're going to grow whether you want to or not. That's inevitable. So find the spots you want to really pay attention to and you want to hone in on in your growth and start growing. That's what you want to do. Grow, 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 grow. So that's what you want to do. The second part of that is in the midst of your growing, you need to get focused and make sure you are channeling the right energy that needs to be channeled to certain things. You don't want to use a lot of energy on stuff that's really not going to benefit you in the long run. Don't. Just be mindful of your energy and you want to get focused on the things that you have to do. Write it out. That's what I do. I write stuff out. I'm beginning to write more things out, not just keeping it in my head. I tend to just keep it in my head and let it sit there. I forget a lot of things when I do that. So I started to write it out. Started to write out my plans and write out my thoughts and write out how I want to do things and write out these action goals and all that stuff. Right? You need to write it out, and that way you can stick to it. Because if it's written, you can always go back to it, and then that's more. And for you to remember what you thought and what you wrote, because for one, you wrote it, and two, it's your goal and it's your outcome and your the thing that you want to accomplish. So it's already written out for you. So you want to make sure you do that. The next thing is you want to look to better yourself, and that kind of goes right back to you growing. Like, what books are you reading? What conferences are you going to? Who are you holding as your accountability partner? How many times have you actually called yourself to the carpet when you really didn't do what you were supposed to do? How many times have you done that this week? How many times have you done that this month? How many times have you done that period where you actually have that hard conversation in the mirror like, hey, Durell, you need to get it together. You need to do this and this and this and these things you need to make sure you get done, because without that, you're not really going to go forward. So you want to make sure you do what it is you need to do, man, and start holding yourself accountable, man, because, I mean, you're not going to work. No one's going to work harder for you than you. And no one understands the type of things you have to go through and the things you have to sacrifice more than you, because you're the person who has to deal with them. So go forward, grow, understand that you're going to have to grow, get focused, and always look to better yourself. Always look to sharpen the iron. Always look to sharpen the iron. Okay? This is Durell with your motivational moment. As always, acting loud, do the right thing because it needs to be done. Y'all take care.